time, Father Christmas. 2024 was a year with days in it. Some of those days brought games, some of them even brought good games. I'm going to tell you some of my favourites from the past year in no particular order, because I don't want to choose between my children. First, a note, I can only review what I've played. If I haven't played it, I won't mention it. So if your favourite isn't here, that could be why. Except Space Marine 2, which I couldn't get on with for some reason. I mean, yes, I could look at the other best of videos, take what they've said about certain games and reword them, but I don't want H-Bomber Guy turning up at my house. Also, I'm not implying that some other YouTube channels might do this. No, definitely not. So you're getting my honest opinion here, whether you like it or not. Let's start. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. RGG bringing out another banger game, and it's a really big one too. Their biggest map ever, which is a double-edged sword. But the game is packed with a ton of fun stuff to do, and the characters, both new and old, are brilliantly realised. As always with these games, it's filled with emotional highs and lows, as well as moments of unadulterated crazy. Great game. UFO 50. Wow. What to say about this? Well, in a way, it's just like finding an old computer in the attic with a bunch of games. Except in this case, the games are much better designed. It kind of reminds me of Cassette 50 for the Spectrum, but the games are actually good. There's games that have sequels, there's games that even have an idle element that ticks down when you're playing the other games. Of the 50 games on offer, there's a lot of great ones from a wide range of genres, and nearly everyone has an unexpected unique mechanic. No matter who you are, you will find great stuff here, unless you're allergic to pixel art. Balatro. What can I say about this that hasn't been said? A poker-based roguelike where your build will change your tactics. For example, you might get a Joker that adds a massive multiplier if you only play 3 cards or less, and another one that adds multipliers if you play a pair, so you'll play pairs a lot, and you'll get other Jokers that match. It's a masterpiece of design, and dare I say it, possibly the best deck builder of all time? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected this to be this good. But here we are. Machine Games absolutely blew my expectations out of the water. Some people have been saying this is an immersive sim, and it's not, but it's the closest we've had in the AAA space for some time. You can stealth through a level, fight your way through, or try to stealth through, fail, and then have to fight your way out, and the fighting's really meaty. Not to mention that Troy Baker absolutely nails indie. Persona 3 Reload. I think the reason more people aren't talking about this at the end of the year is because Metaphor ReFantazio came out. However, I haven't played that, but I have played this, and I had a blast with it. I tried Persona 3 Portable before and bounced off it, so I was glad to find that I really enjoyed this. Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story. This was a goldmine. I'm old, so I played a lot of the originals when they came out and found Jeff Minter's uniqueness fascinating. This not only has a lot of the games, but documents, videos, and tons of information presented brilliantly. You can read about Revenge of the Mutant Camels, then play it, or Tempest 2000, Sheep in Space, Llamatron, etc, etc. So much good stuff here. Cryptmaster. Imagine an old school dungeon crawler like Wizardry crossed with Typing of the Dead, but really funny. This is possibly the only game I've played where you can annoy a demon by typing farts.
Fart? Did you say fart? Are you giggling? What's going on here?
But it's not just laughs. The battle system is really interesting and tricky at times. It's a really good game, and it reacts really well to what you type. Don't ignore it. Stalker 2. I have a high tolerance for jank. I played through Cyberpunk 2077 all the way through at launch and had a great time. So I don't have an issue when things go a bit weird. I do hope this gets patched and the issues fixed, but even with those problems, This has atmosphere in spades. If you liked the original Stalker games, you'll enjoy these too. It undoubtedly feels like a Stalker game, and that's a very specific feel. I was very happy they didn't try to throw out the baby with the bathwater. So there you are. Those were my favourites of the last year. I do intend to pick up some of the others that people have been talking about, like Metaphor ReFantazio, but I haven't yet. Anyway, have a great Christmas and New Year.